At this point, I'd like to turn the microphone over to Steve Hambley, Medina County Commissioner and President of the NOACA Governing Board, and also the Chairman of the Northeast Ohio Regional Sustainability Communities Consortium. Steve?
Thank you, Howard. I have the pleasure of introducing a very special guest today, the Honorable Frank G. Jackson, Mayor of the City of Cleveland, who's going to say a few words of welcome. Frank Jackson is the 56th Mayor of Cleveland. He grew up in Cleveland and has been a strong advocate for the city and is also Northeastern Ohio. He was elected to Cleveland City Council in 1989, served as a council member for 16 years. In January 2006, he began his tenure as mayor of Cleveland and has focused on several goals that are important not only to his city, but also the region as well. Number one, ensuring that every child in the city has access to high-quality educational opportunities. Also improving public safety, in promoting the region's economy, and lastly but not least, revitalizing the city's neighborhoods. He demonstrates strong leadership in seeking regional solution, and we certainly appreciate his strong public and personal support for NOACA. Mayor Jackson says he will know he has made a difference if his work unites the lives of children, seniors, disabled people, families, businesses, and all who share the city of Cleveland. And we want to welcome the mayor and come forward. Thank you so much.
Good morning. Good morning. And how are you this morning? Good, good. You know, I often say that transportation is the lifeline of commerce. And when we look at our transportation infrastructure, whether it's road, water, rail, air, it's like the artery and veins of a body. And commerce is like the blood. And wherever the blood is cut off, you have a very unhealthy body part. But wherever you have the blood flowing, you have the healthy, vibrant region. And so we have to look at our transportation network in that vein, in that way. And we also have to put it in the context of where the world is going now and where our economy is going, which is in a sustainable economy. And we need to move the way in which we plan our transportation network in a way that keeps us healthy and vibrant in a sustainable way. And that goes to how do we look at public transportation. Public transportation is essential to our region. It's like a drawstring where you can pull things together and make it so that commuters can commute to and from work or whatever they want to do in a way that is not only convenient and economically beneficial to them, but it has a sustainable approach in terms of how does it impact our economy. All this stuff looks at how can businesses get their goods to market, get the materials in so they make the goods, how do people commute from their homes to work to wherever they want to do, and how do we as a region be able to pull ourselves together as an economic unit, not to compete internally, but to compete against others nationally and internationally. And when we're able to do that, and we do it in a sustainable way that does not exploit situation or people and resources, but really add to the vibrancy and the health of our region, then I believe that Cleveland and this region will be where it should be, a leader in so many things as we are, and we have not been able to necessarily get over that hump. And I think that doing it this way through NOACA, doing it in a sustainable way, and recognizing that we're all in the same situation and we need to work together, I believe that we'll get there. So thank you very much, and I appreciate the invitation.
Thank you, Mayor Jackson. I'm delighted you were able to come today, and I certainly appreciate your remarks to the audience regarding the importance of regionalism. I will now turn the microphone over to Howard so we can begin the program. Howard?
Thank you, Commissioner. Let's turn our attention to the program of the day. Our theme this year is moving toward a healthy, vibrant region. I hope you'll find today's presentations as interesting and as informative as I think. Northeast Ohio is facing a number of challenges. I probably don't have to tell anybody in this room, but I'll tell you anyway. Census figures show, can't help myself. Census figures show that our region has essentially the same number of people we've had for the last 50 years. And as we project out into the future, it will remain about the same number of people. Of course, we're spreading out. This leads to the need for more infrastructure at a time when we're struggling to maintain our existing infrastructure. Incidentally, I don't think there's any region in America that has quite the same record of consistent population as Northeast Ohio. Either they're going up or they're going down. We're steady. Very unusual for metropolitan areas. We are continually trying to improve our air and water quality as federal standards change. We're concerned about keeping existing businesses and jobs, as Mayor Jackson alluded earlier, also to create new ones to attract new graduates to stay here and build their families, their businesses, their careers, and their families here. And of course, funding is always an issue, whether it is to repair roads and bridges, support transit, or implement plans to improve neighborhoods and communities. And in fact, I probably don't need to say anything more about funding at this point. There's a national act that's been in limbo for a long time. We'll be paying close attention to that as it goes forward. And lots of disagreement within Congress about how what should be contained in the act, and especially how to fund the next Transportation Act. This is a big national issue. Anyway, our summit this year focuses on sustainability and vibrancy, not only for our communities and for our region, but for our own individual health. I'm certain we will gain some new ideas and insights from the presentations we will hear today. And I'm confident that if we all work together, we can find creative and innovative solutions to improve the quality of life in our region. And I always make reference to the fact that all of our investments in transportation are to improve the quality of life and improve economic opportunities for this region. Let me assure you that NOACA is continuing to do its part to strengthen Northeast Ohio. For example, our governing board just last month adopted the Transportation Improvement Program for fiscal years 2012 through 2015. 80% of the program's $3 billion in total funding is allocated to preservation projects. $3 billion of transportation investments for this region over the next 4 years. That's quite an investment in this economy. And that's local funds, state funds, and federal funds. We offer programs to encourage people to green their commute by taking transit, carpooling, riding a bike, or walking to work. These alternatives not only encourage a healthier lifestyle, but they also reduce the region's air pollution. Check out the NOACA displays during the breaks to learn about rideshare, bike buddies, and the Commuter Challenge. Commuter Challenge this year is going to be July 16th through 30th, and we'd like all of you to participate in that. We are also encouraging you to walk more as part of a healthy lifestyle by giving all of you pedometers. When you go to lunch, you'll get a little gift of a pedometer as a memento of the summit. NOACA has also implemented green office practices. For example, we hired a consultant to conduct an energy assessment of the office to help us consume less. And we've recommended many of those, we've implemented many of those recommendations from the energy audit, including changes in our lighting, turning down the heat and air conditioning. I see that Cleveland State is also implementing those conservation measures. So, nice and toasty in here today. We also ask employees to power down their computers at night. We're very active in recycling paper, cardboard, plastic, aluminum cans, batteries, and computers and other electronic equipment. And to reduce the use of bottled water and juice, we've asked the CSU caterers to offer water and juice in pitchers at today's summit. We also encourage NOACA staff to use transit by offering transit passes for employees who take transit. We also encourage carpooling and biking to work. I could talk probably the rest of the day about what NOACA is doing, but I know you're eager to get on with the program. So let me just encourage you again to read the summit report, and here it is. Our first presentation today is a panel discussion. To introduce the topic and panelists, I give you Medina County Commissioner and NOACA Board President Steve Hambley.